I am live. Hello. Nobody. We are just doing a little bit of a walk to NAMM here. You know, I think we walked too far.
Yeah, we absolutely did.
That's awesome, dude. That's great.
You didn't stop, man.
No, I did not stop.
I wasn't gonna stop you.
Yeah, that's all right. So, yeah, this is my first vertical live stream I've ever done. First one. So now we, hey, can you guys hear me okay? Like, shoot me a comment, because I'm using like a weird mic I've never really used for a live stream, so. How's it going? Can y'all hear me okay? I am not buying a tuba, man. Okay, good, it's loud and clear.
You're not buying a tuba?
I'm not buying a tuba.
Not even here?
I just can't afford that. Are you serious?
Man, you can probably haggle here.
I spent all of my money trying to just get to California from South Dakota, you know? That's a plane ride there, folks. It's not just, I don't got a tuba in the cards, unfortunately. So, yeah, we are walking to NAMM right now, the NAMM Show Convention Center. We actually, setting up this live stream, because I'm so bad at it, we walked too far. And so now we're kind of going this weird loopy way that I don't even know if connects to the building. We might have to go back.
Who knows?
You know?
Who knows?
So I got my partner in crime, Mason, here.
What's up, guys?
And I busted his leg 2 days ago by having him carry all my stuff, my camera gear. So hopefully we're doing better today, but.
Yeah, we'll just turn right.
You think we can just go around it?
Yeah, we're gonna try.
So. Yeah. So we're in like, it's crazy. I left South Dakota and it was like -10 degrees with like ice storms and stuff. And it's gorgeous here, man. I don't know where y'all live, but California's pretty nice temperature-wise. I also learned that it's pretty dang expensive. You know, you get like you can't eat a meal anywhere for like less than 20 bucks. It just is, it's just kind of spendy. South Dakota's got that cheap going for it, but you gotta live in like frigid temperatures come January. So, what do? You know?
That's like
private
property at that point, right?
Oh yeah, dude. All right, man, here we go. Turning around. Doing some extra walking. It's all good. It's nice out enough, at least, you know? Yeah, you are right. This food, Jafin Space, you get some good food for that 20 bucks, you're right. We have had some really good food here. There's a Mexican joint right outside of our hotel that was really good. We went to a tiki bar. What was that called?
Strongwater.
Strongwater. We went to Strongwater a couple nights ago. That was also a really good experience. It's probably one of the most expensive tabs I think I've ever bought anywhere, but it was very good. I had some noodles. The noodles were great. I'm not even really a noodle guy, but we're in California, Aubrey. How's it going? Got one of my students in here, my past students, or I would say one of my students, but she would never join the band. So it's actually one of my wife's old students. Yeah, we're in California. We're like a stone's throw from Disneyland, and we're not even gonna go. No Disneyland for us. This is all business.
Nah, dude.
My arm's starting to get tired. How do the live streamers do this? Hold the phone up like this? It's crazy.
Maybe they have something like a little bit more ergonomic than what we got.
Yeah, maybe. So you can hold your hand down, you know, and it'll throw it up. Oh, I gotta switch hands. Oh, I gotta stretch it out. I'm not made for this intense YouTubing. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see you here. Hopefully you guys are having a good time. We'll hopefully eventually get to the actual convention center before this phone dies. And I can show you guys around a little bit. It's gonna get very noisy. This is the quietest it's going to be for sure. This is actually it's kind of peaceful almost. It's about to get really loud. So, and I brought no hearing protection. I'm probably gonna be deaf after this trip. Mason was smart enough to actually bring some like really good headphones to kill the sound, but I didn't do that.
I tried.
Yeah.
Looks like
we gotta walk around again, huh? Yeah. Hopefully we can get out there at least.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get to another cheap instrument review eventually, you know? Sorry, Bigfoot. I'm doing it the best I can. I'm away from my studio, that's the problem. Got an instrument waiting for me at home, actually. My wife told me that it got here yesterday, and I wasn't there for it. So the moment I get back, I'm gonna have something to film and get going. But that won't be for a couple days. We leave tomorrow night to go back. So, yeah, thank you. I have a selfie stick of all things. It's actually, I stole Maiden's.
Why would you do
that? I don't know.
that?
I think it's gone. It says
Yeah, why
6.
would you do that,
okay,
dude?
we're going. Sorry about that if I dropped out. I hit the button on the side. No, hey Haley, how's it going? No, Mrs. J is not here. She still had to work. She's at home. I wanted to bring her, but duty calls, you know? So, which is kind of funny because I guess yesterday they didn't have school anyways because of the cold and ice and stuff. They canceled it, so darn it. She only worked like 2 and some days this week anyway. She should have just came with me. We could have been hanging out in California, but next year, hopefully, you know? Oh, yeah, sorry, Aubrey. If you guys had school yesterday, that's a bummer. It's crazy that y'all would have had school and Brookings wouldn't have. I don't know, that seems weird to me because usually small towns are out first, but shoot. Your online school? Dang. Yeah, Mrs. Jameson would have been really bummed if she still worked there and you weren't there because you decided to do online stuff. So maybe it all worked out for the best that we didn't end up staying this year. I don't know. Hello, everybody. If you're popping in, the weather is fantastic. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. Not used to it. This is like nicer weather than we have any time of year in South Dakota. You know, there's like 2 weeks in like, I don't know, like May or, you know, where it's nice weather and then it just becomes blisteringly hot. So there's really no great in between in South Dakota, but you know, I do not give away any of the cheap instruments I review, unfortunately, because A, I don't have the money to do such a thing, and B, I want to be able to use them for future content, you know. And I'm also a hoarder. My wife will tell you that too. I don't ever usually get rid of or sell anything because I'm just that way, I guess, which is the reason why our house is just already overflowing with, you know, tons of instruments and whatnot. It just is what it is, I guess. I just have a lot of stuff and none of it's a great quality. It's just like a lot of cheap stuff, but I like all of it, you know. You be nice to your new teachers, y'all. That goes for everybody in there. I've got some old students telling me about how they're rage baiting their teachers. You be nice to those teachers. They're people too, you know. They're probably just doing their best. I was a new teacher there 4 years ago or 5 years ago or whatever, you know. You guys were probably rage baiting me. How rude. All right, I think we're getting into the hemisphere here of the actual convention center. I'll turn here for a second. Or turn this corner here, and then there's this great row of palm trees that leads you right into the entrance of this place. So, and then I get to be the weirdo who's live streaming himself walking into it, but that's all right. That's if the phone doesn't die. If his phone dies, I'm gonna have to switch to my phone and then the quality's not gonna be as good. So I apologize for that, but it is what it is, you know? Yeah, I'm losing Mason. I'm talking too fast, or walking too fast while I talk. And also, like I said, I kind of ruined his leg the other day, so it's kind of just totally my fault that he can't keep up. We're getting there though. There's the convention center off in the distance. Gonna make it eventually. We are at NAMM, the NAMM show, and I'm almost to the actual convention center itself. We got bus tickets, like we got bus passes. That's a lifesaver, because of course, knowing me, I got one of the cheapest hotels around this area, because that's my MO. And I mean, to be fair, all of the hotels that were connected to this place were like ridiculously expensive. So yeah, we ended up getting a pretty affordable, I'll say, hotel, and which means it was kind of far away. So the first day we actually walked there and back, and that sucked. It was about a 2-mile walk. And so now we ended up figuring out how the bus system works here in Orange County. And it's actually really nice. So yeah, well, it's like, you know, $4 round trip to get here and back. I'm totally for that. For how expensive everything else here is, the bus tickets are pretty dang reasonable. So, and that beats like an Uber, because one way on an Uber would be like $10, and that would also be a pain in the butt to like figure out. So yeah, I do not live in Iowa. I live in South Dakota, home of the Corn Palace, you know? So, there you go.
Okay.
Some people would say Mount Rushmore, but it's not. It's not. I mean, it is, but we're mostly known for the Corn Palace in Mitchell. I grew up in Mitchell, so I always got to rep the Corn Palace. Hey, if you happen to be at NAMM, come say hello, you know? Get on stream. I don't know how long I'm gonna live stream, but I'm at least gonna get into this darn building, which is gonna be a pain in the butt because they check your bags before you get in, and I'm gonna have to like do some phone finagling as I try to get my bag open. So, yeah. Sioux City's the home of the Corn Palace. You watch your mouth, young man. Joseph Cedillo. It's Mitchell. The one and only Corn Palace. That's their whole motto. The world's only Corn Palace. So I don't need to hear about no Sioux City. All right, we've made it to, I'll flip my camera around. We've made it to the food trucks. So there's food truck land in the, at NAMM. We had one food truck item 2 days ago? Yeah. We had one of these 2 days ago, and I, being the lame-o I am, I ordered chicken strips and fries at this food truck. It was like a falafel place, and I'm just not that adventurous of an eater. So the falafel was a falafel, and I'm not a falafel guy. So chicken strips and fries is what I did. Like a lame-o who traveled all the way to California to eat regular people, you know, like regular lame food, but that's not why I'm here. I'm here for the music. You know, I want to check out those instruments, which is what I've been doing this past however many days. And I've been mostly humbled in the musicianship, which is all like top notch. The people here are like really good at playing, which is awesome and fun to see. And also humbled at the price of some of these instruments, because man, manufacturers know how to make expensive stuff. A lot of this stuff you will not be seeing on the channel because there is just no way you're going to be able to see your man here afford it. So you're going to hear me start talking louder now as we get the steel drum being played on the stage here. It's either a steel drum or it's a synth that sounds like one. We'll see. I'll flip the camera once I get around the corner.